The following is a presentation of Lion's Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lion's Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig house, Monek for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. It's a Friday night battle at the beach. 2-5, 1-2. Belle Vernon welcomes in 4-4, 1-2. Ringgold here this evening on MVI Live. Alex Lyons with you for all the action as the Leps and the Rams look to pick up their second conference win of the season. Ringgold with some help from Thomas Jefferson tonight and winning out against Belle Vernon and Chartiers Valley. Most likely will punch their ticket to the 4A playoffs for what would be the first time since what was the 2016 season when they beat Mars 42-31 before losing to Newcastle 38-17 inside the semifinals. As Belle Vernon, they have to win out. They have to get a lot of help and hope that they are an at-large bid. As if Thomas Jefferson takes care of business against Char Valley tonight and Ringgold wins tonight, most likely a battle for a playoff spot between the Rams and the Colts, as it would look like this. Number 1 Trinity, number 2 in Thomas Jefferson, then Chartiers Valley and Ringgold would battle for number 3 and hope for an at-large bid. And talking to Coach Heller in his second year, said that is what we have to do here today. BV will be the most physical team we have played this season. I know their numbers are low, but those kids play hard. They've been in every game so far this season. Much respect to the coaching staff, players for playing the way they have. And going off Coach Heller's point, I was talking to one of the Belle Vernon assistants, Riley Wamp, before the game and said, easily you guys are 1-2 in section play. Well, you look at it, you easily could be 3-0 inside the conference. They had the ball, a chance to close it out against TJ. Costly fumble by Wade, and then an interception sealed the deal for Thomas Jefferson. They were leading late against Chartiers Valley, and that game went for a 2-point conversion for the win for the Colts, as the Colts didn't want to settle for the tie. Also in that game, Belle Vernon gave up a 97-yard scoop and score return for a touchdown. So Belle Vernon, they may be 1-2 in conference play, but they're probably one of the best 1-2 teams in conference play you're going to see, 2-5 overall. Belle Vernon easily could be 3-0 inside of conference play, and we'd be looking at a different story here, that they could be going into tonight with a chance to beat Ringgold and then play for the section title next week against Trinity. But a couple of bad plays have not went the Leopards' way. 14-10 loss to Thomas Jefferson, 36-35 loss to Chartiers Valley. Inches away from a chance at a conference title this year, but now it's going to take a near miracle for them to make the playoffs, and it starts with a win tonight. Got to control what they can control, and that's why getting a win. Talking to Coach Heller about this game, though, and this season, he says, as of now, we sit at 4-4. We win these last 2 games, it should put us as a wild card team in the playoffs. That has been our goal all year, was to make the playoffs. This is a must win. We win this game next week, should be a winner goes to the playoffs against Char Valley. This is a process here, though. We are leaps and bounds much better this year than last. We will continue to grind and take it one game at a time. This is a must win Friday, according to coach Robert Heller in his second season, the Ringgold and Waynesburg grad, as he gets set to try to knock off Belle Vernon for the first time since 2014. That's right. It is an 8-game win streak for Belle Vernon against Ringgold. And if that sounds familiar, I'll take you back to last night when the Belle Vernon soccer team entered play with an 8-game win streak against Ringgold. That one went the way as the Leopards as well, as they moved that winning streak up to 9 and punched their ticket to the first round to take on Hampton tomorrow in the 3A soccer playoffs. While the football team hoping to do much of the same. They're hoping to pick up what would be their 9th straight win against the Ringgold Rams and pick up what would be win number 7 at the beach since 2003. 11-5 are the Leopards against the Rams since 03. They are 6-2 here at home. Last win for Ringgold against Belle Vernon, 2014. The Rams made the semifinals that year when they lost to Central Catholic 41-13. They beat the Leopards that season 28-24 back on October 3rd. Last win at Belle Vernon, you got to go back to September 13th, 2013, a 42-21 win as the Rams doubled up on the Leopards on that evening. One district title for Ringgold came back in 1982 as these Ringgold Rams hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive. And again, a Belle Vernon team that is in a season of what could have been. As a wide open 4A classification this year. A lot of teams down this year. Now an injury to Aliquippa's quarterback. It just kind of completely opens up the 4A classification. And Belle Vernon, a couple of plays go their way. You know, even go back to the TJ game, not counting the 2 big costly turnovers late. Belle Vernon got stuffed inside their own 10-yard line and then gave up a 90-plus yard drive to Thomas Jefferson in that game when they had a chance to go up by 2 scores. Easily could have beat TJ, easily could have and probably should have beat Chartiers Valley and Thomas Jefferson. And again, you'd be staring at a 3-0 Belle Vernon team with a chance to win today and then go into a do conference championship game with Trinity next week, but instead it's anything but that, as it's as far from that as the eye can see. As we will take a look at our players to watch here this evening, but first it's Coach Breyer's thoughts on this game. He said, you know, we're coming off a nice win against Laurel Highlands, and I've been really proud of the progress we've made offensively. Chase Petrosky's been running the ball well, and our offensive line has been clicking. Curdy Wade has been very good for us at quarterback, both rushing and passing, while DeCenzo and Mahalko have made some big plays on the outside defensively. David Berkstead, like he has all year, has been our leader. He has been solid performances every week, and we've got guys growing into their roles and showing great effort every day of practice. Tonight's matchup with Ringgold is not just another game, it's a rivalry game. It's an important one for us. Ringgold has a lot of skill and talent on the field, and I'm going to step in here. Look at Dennis Hawkins, Amani Ward, Dimitri Lowe, all very talented skill players for this Rams team. But, you know, a lot of talent on the field, and he said we can't afford to blink in this game. We know they're going to be up to play us. We need to stay focused, play our brand of football, and be our best from the start to finish. And the interesting thing is here, Belle Vernon very well could be the better team, and we're going to know after the conclusion of this one between these two rivals who is the better squad this season. But entering play, it's a much clearer path for the Ringgold Rams to get to the playoffs than the Belle Vernon Leopards due to 2 close losses, 1 of 4 points, 1 of 1 point, and you look at that, 5 points. 5 points separate Belle Vernon from a 1-2 record, which they stand in conference play right now in the Big Six, and a 3-0 conference record inside the Big Six. So it kind of completely has turned the season upside down. What could have been for Belle Vernon, they need a lot of luck, they need a lot of help, and they need to win the next 2 and control what they can control. And we'll see what happens as we'll take a look at our Lions Heart Media players to watch for the Ringgold Rams. It's their bell cow running back, Mr. Do-It-All, Amani Ward. Ward has been absolutely brilliant for the Rams, not just this season, but in his entire career this season. 1,000 rushing yards, 17 touchdowns for Amani Ward, as he has been an absolute bell cow workhorse for this Ringgold Rams squad. On the other side of things, for the Belle Vernon area Leopards, their running back as well, as we're taking a look at both running backs here this evening. On Belle Vernon's side, Chase Petrosky, who has the all-time rushing record in a single game, surpassing 300 yards against Chartiers Valley, 339, breaking Nick Pasevic's record of 303 from the 2000s. So Chase Petrosky, over half his rushing yards came in that game. But Petrosky has been running the ball very well, has had good vision, and he's going to have to step up tonight. No Cam Janko. That's going to be a big loss on that defensive line, and some spelling in the backfield for Petrosky and in that H-back position. So Petrosky is someone we're looking today. And for Belle Vernon, a big key we have not talked about. They have to play sound, fundamental, do not turn the football over, which has been an absolute nightmare and cost Belle Vernon 2 games this season. The Leopards have turned the ball over 11 times in 7 games. 7 interceptions, 4 fumbles lost. They have put the ball on the ground 9 times this season. Lost 4 and lost 2 games because of turnovers, fumbles to be exact. Cost them against Thomas Jefferson, cost them against Chartiers Valley. They're hoping it doesn't cost them against Ringgold tonight. We'll find out, though, as opening kick when we come back right here on MVI Live in Lions Heart Media. It's the Leps, it's the Rams, it's a Mon Valley rivalry renewed right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. A perfect October Friday evening here at the beach. A seasonably warm beach day in October. Ready for high school football? Just 2 things are missing. The Rams and the Leopards yet to take the field, as waiting for both Belle Vernon and Ringgold to head out from the locker rooms. And here come the Leps as we speak. Belle Vernon, Ringgold, rivalry renewed. Can the Leopards make it 9 in a row? Or can the Rams knock off Belle Vernon for the first time since 2014? They have not won here since 2013. No Cameron Janko. That's a big loss today. Mentioned as a blocker and a bit of a sidecar option to Curdy Wade. But defensively, 4.4 tackles for per game, second most on the team. 5 TFLs, most on the team. 2 sacks, 5 hurries, and a forced fumble. That is not in the lineup today, as they've dealt with injuries all year. But the Leps look to defend home turf, their penultimate game of the regular season. As Curdy Wade through the long tunnel leads Belle Vernon out onto the field. As Curdy Wade, the second-year starting quarterback for Belle Vernon, trying to pick up a win against the Rams, trying to finish the season on a 3-game winning streak. Belle Vernon will have to do that here if they want any sort of chance. And again, what has helped Belle Vernon, I think you look at what McKeesport did against Mars last week. That was an absolute domination by Spell and the McKeesport offense against Mars. And the reason you bring that up, it kind of makes this conference look a little stronger. TJ beat McKeesport. Okay, yes, Keemon Spell only played 3 plays in that game, but they did beat McKeesport. Belle Vernon played a very tight game with McKeesport. Again, no Keemon Spell. But the point is, it makes that conference look a little tougher here in Big 6 play. So that is Belle Vernon's lone hope, plus the name, Belle Vernon. It means a lot when you win back-to-back state championships. They may be a year plus removed from those back-to-back state titles in 3A in the 2022-2023 season, but Belle Vernon's name now has weight. It's no longer Belle Vernon, it's Belle Vernon, a very seasonable foe. But they'll have to look to slow down the transfer junior quarterback, Dennis Hopkins III. Monessen has struggled this season, and that's a big reason why. Dennis Hopkins III, now the starting quarterback here for the Ringgold Rams. He has been very good in his junior season. 64 of 115 for 995, so he'll go over 1,000 passing yards, barring a Justin Fields-like performance from last Sunday when they had negative 10 passing yards in London. So Dennis Hopkins will look to take care of business and look to get a win against Belle Vernon. Of course, the Akron recruit, Dimitri Lowe on the outside, who Coach Heller says is one of the best receivers inside the entire WPIL, and said put him in a different school district. Look at the offers they would be rolling in for Dimitri Lowe, the 6'3", 185 junior. Hawkins, Lowe, and Amani Ward, a dominating trio, but like most football games, Coach Heller mentioned the physicality of Belle Vernon. Well, Belle Vernon without Janko, that's going to be a big loss. But the question is, can the Rams' offensive line give time for Dennis Hopkins and Amani Ward to make an impact here in this ballgame? Or will Belle Vernon's David Berkstead live in the backfield once again? Berkstead, 8.3 tackles per game, 1 sack, 4 TFLs. Berkstead also a blocked field goal on the season. Belle Vernon, another weapon that we have not mentioned, Preston Rathway. Big leg for Belle Vernon, a 49-yard record hitting field goal against Central Valley earlier this season. As it's the Rams, it is the Leopards, the 17th meeting since 2003. Belle Vernon, Ringgold gets set to get underway here this evening on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live, penultimate week of the regular season. So that means with everything else starting playoffs, this is our penultimate game on the MVI Live YouTube page for the regular season. The last game will be next Friday night. Will be our final game on our YouTube page, just like last night's soccer game was on the NFHS Network. Our playoff coverage will be on the NFHS Network throughout the next few weeks and through the state playoffs, so make sure you tune in to us. Same great coverage, just over with our partners who have the playoff rights on the NFHS Network. If you're a Ringgold fan, we'll have the volleyball team on Monday in their prelim round matchup, a 6 p.m. start from Peters Township's AHN Arena, when they will take on the 18th seeded Blackhawk Cougars for a date with number 2 seed Beaver. Belle Vernon, they get the football to start the game here this evening. Petrosky far side. And Ian Tater far side as Bill Cameron, the 6'1", 165 junior, gets set to send us underway. as teams have finally hit the field. Rivalry renewed on the beach here at James Weir Stadium. Cameron checking order is set as Cameron right foot meets ball, and it's an onside start, and it's deflected near side, recovered by the Rams. An onside kick to start, and Ringgold comes away with it as the Rams kept the Leopards napping. Lorenzo Morton, an onside kick recovery. Lorenzo Morton will get Ringgold the ball to start. So Coach Heller wasting no time, pulling out the tricks. 11:52 opening quarter, and a flag before the first snap of the game. Ball lies on the Leopard 42. And an early flag against Belle Vernon. So Ringgold, a picture perfect start. They come with the onside. Lorenzo Morton recovers. As low near side, Ashton Minson far side, sidecar right. That's Stasko. Back behind, it's Amani Ward. Belle Vernon jumps again, and it's a free first down. As on the near side, an early leap by Belle Vernon. Looked like maybe Barron or Dommett got an early head start for the green and gold. So 1st and 10 after the penalty, low near side. Ashton Minson far side, heavy pistol set. Hawkins in the gun, Dennis, hand off Amani Ward, hesitation up the gut, and Amani shy of the 30 to the 31-yard line, gain of 1 on first down for Amani Ward. Mr. Everything for the Ringgold Rams, Amani Ward picks up 1 on the first play from scrimmage. Cole Connick will get the play from the sideline, gives it off to Dennis Hawkins III. 11:23 rolling clock. 2nd down and 9, Ashton Minson. Starting pitcher for the Rams baseball team, flanks out far side, low near side. Stasko right. Back behind, it's Amani Ward. Ward gets the call right side. Gets the edge, 30-25, knocked out of bounds there. As Ashton Minson forced out by Riley Doppelhauer at the 25. Going to be 3rd down and 2.5 to go for the Ringgold Rams. As Amani Ward, 2 carries, 8 yards, 3rd down, 2 to go. 11:03, clock stopped. Ball lies on the 25. Have to get to the 22.5. Same set. Hawkins gets the snap. This time Stasko bounces right side. As Razkowski there. It's going to be a gain of 1, and it's 4th down and 1 for the Ringgold Rams. So the Rams looking to convert here. 4th and 1. Stasko couldn't get there. Bringing in Trent Sokol as well. This time by for Ringgold. Keenan Anderson, Gordon Altamar, Tyler Jones, Grant Niccolo, and Tavian Webb. The big boys up front. Amani Ward in the gun. Starting quarterback last year, Wildcat look for Amani Ward. Ward gets the snap, follows Stasko left side, lowers the shoulder, and he's going to get to the 21, needed the 22. So on 4th down and 1, Amani Ward picks up the line to gain. So Amani Ward picks up the first down, and the Rams on the march early on. 9:56 rolling clock. An onside kick to start. Caught the Leopards napping. Amani Ward on 4th and 1 gets the line to gain. Very comfortable taking snaps from Tyler Jones. As I mentioned, Amani Ward was the starting quarterback last year for this Ringgold Rams squad that won 2 games. Minson far side, low near side. Rams yet to throw. Broken play from the start, and whistle blows, and a false start on Ringgold. As Ward and Hawkins completely on different pages. but it does not matter. Back up Ringgold 5 yards. First down and 15 for the Ringgold offense. Rams on the march. As 9:31 remaining here in the opening quarter. Ringgold trying to take an early blow and deliver it right to the heart of the Leopards. And that was something Belle Vernon said. They wanted to put Ringgold to bed early on. I think that's why Belle Vernon wanted the football, but it was the onside kick getting it for the Rams. Hawkins in the gun. Stasko right. Back behind. It's Ward. As handoff Amani right side. Breaks to the second level. Spun down by David Berkstead. As he'll get that 5 back. Second down and 10 to go. And Berkstead, the heart and soul of that defense. And Coach Heller, just like him, his son, who's on this coaching staff, a Waynesburg University attendee. Got to talk to him before the game, and obviously my alma mater, said he's calling the Waynesburg game on the radio tomorrow. Did that my fair share of time. As Hawkins in the gun, gets the snap, looks to throw. First time tonight, Dennis has time. Once low, end zone, up over the top and incomplete. Just out of the reach of Dimitri Lowe. Curdy Wade in coverage, and there was no room to operate for the 6'3", 185 junior. Third down and 11. So you imagine 2 down real estate for the Rams. Do they decide to put it in the gut of Ward on third down and 11? Get some of it. What's the play call here? And Belle Vernon's Jude Manitti with the jump, and that makes life a little easier. Third penalty on this opening drive by Belle Vernon. And that will be a free 5 yards. So instead of third down and 11, make it 3rd and 6. Much more manageable now for the Ringgold Rams. And that truly opens up the playbook here with 8:27 remaining in the opening quarter of play. 3rd and 6 from the Leopards 17. So Altamore will come out. They'll put Connick on the line, and whistle blows, and Ringgold going to have to use a timeout. So the Rams will take a break. We'll take one as well. Ringgold driving after they caught Belle Vernon napping to start. We'll see the outcome when we come back right here on MVI Live. Out of the timeout, staring down the barrel at 3rd down and 7. Third and 6. Hawkins looks to throw. Pressure coming. Picked up Stasko. Eyes downfield. End zone. Diving catch. Dimitri Lowe hauls it in, and Dimitri Lowe gets the Rams on the board first from 17 yards away. Hawkins improvising, staying alive, finds Lowe in the end zone, and Ringgold on the board first. So right down the field, 42 yards, Cameron to finish it off. As it's blocked, and Belle Vernon will look to return. As spun down was Horner, trying to head back the other way. David Berkstead, second block of the season. So instead of a 7-0 Ringgold lead, it's 6. A 42-yard drive for the Rams. 8:17 remaining here in the opening quarter. 6-0 Ringgold leads. An onside kick recovered by Lorenzo Morton. A 4th down conversion and a 17-yard Hawkins to Lowe touchdown pitch and catch. 3 minutes, 35 seconds, 42 yards. Hawkins got a huge block on the outside as Hawkins was able to stay alive and 5 a diving Dimitri. So Belle Vernon hoping this one works a little more in their favor. 8:17 remaining as Bill Cameron this time drives it on the ground up the right side and out of bounds at the 25. So it'll be good starting field position for Belle Vernon on their first offensive drive of the evening. So ball out to the 35. Belle Vernon takes over. Trailing Ringgold 6-0. Curdy Wade comes out in the gun. Chase Petrosky in the backfield. Trips receivers all amongst the formation as Wade rolls out. Fonzie Preschel's eyes downfield into the hands of Horner. Tries to walk the tightrope, forced out by Lowe. As into Rams real estate up to the 47. 18-yard pitch and catch. On the first play from scrimmage, Wade finds Horner. First and 10, Belle Vernon. Nick Mahalko near side to Senzo, far side, double H back right. Petrosky the back flanking right of Wade. Wade gets the snap, pitch out to Chase. Ward coming, but Petrosky cuts it upfield. It will get to the 45-yard line as he's chopped down from the second level, is charging up to make the stop for Ringgold was their sophomore middle linebacker, Chris Jaquay. Second down, 7 to go for the Belle Vernon offense. Trailing 6-0. Wade, lot of protection, fires it out to the flat to Senzo, makes one man miss, picks up the line to gain and then some. So first down for the Leopards. Second first down of the drive as Belle Vernon moves the chains once more. Ball down inside the 35 to the 34. 3 plays in Belle Vernon already inside the Ram 35. Berkstead and Gush. H-back left. Petrosky flanking left side of Wade. DeCenzo far side. Mahalko near side. Curdy barking out her orders. Gives the handoff. Petrosky. And he's swallowed up in the backfield. As meeting Petrosky in the backfield for the Ringgold Rams. And knocking him down to the deck is Federer. Double H back right. Petrosky goes right side, cuts back in, and he's going to be flipped down on the right side. Ashton Minson. Going to be third down. About 8 to go for the Belle Vernon offense. After a hot start on this opening drive for the Belle Vernon offense, the Rams defense has stiffened. 4-yard gain for Petrosky on third down and 8. Belle Vernon will look to figure it out again. No Cam Janko tonight for the Belle Vernon offense. Trips near side. Bottom to top to Senzo, Mahalko, Horner. H-back left, David Berkstead. As Curdy Wade in the gun. Wade follows Berkstead up the middle. Wade breaks through second level, plowing over Amani Ward and picks up the first down and then some. Curdy Wade on 3rd and 8. Inside the 20, down to the 16. On 3rd and 8. 16-yard run by Wade. And Curdy Wade sets up 1st and 10 from the 16. Wade in the pistol, Gush right side, Berkstead left, Petrosky the back, DeCenzo the lone receiver. As read option, Wade bounces right side, Curdy gets the edge, and knocked out of bounds by Dennis Hopkins the third at the 10-yard line. Give Wade 6 on first down, 2nd down and 4 to go. Big conversions, 1 on 4th down for the Rams and 1 on 3rd down for Belle Vernon. Leopards trail by 6 after the touchdown by Lowe and the blocked punt or blocked PAT by Berkstead. 4.5 on the game clock here in the opening quarter of play. Low snap through the legs. Wade will jump on it. So that's 6 that Wade gave. He gives it right back on the low snap by Ethan Barron, setting up 3rd down and 10 for this Belle Vernon offense. Double H back left for the Leps. Flanking left is Wade, DeCenzo and Mahalko the receivers. Nick near side, Anthony far side. As Wade gets the snap, this time online. Looking for Mahalko, Nick adjusts. And arm grabbing all around, and Dimitri Lowe. A little chirp to Mahalko. And a little extra after the whistle. Dimitri gonna have to be a little careful with that one. Doesn't want to get an unsportsmanlike, and on 4th and 10, here comes Preston Rathway, 2 for 2 with a long of 49. "34-yard attempt for Rathway. Rathway puts it up. The kick by Rathway is good, and Preston with his 3rd field goal of the season. So Belle Vernon gets on the board off the legs of Preston Rathway. As Rathway drives home his 3rd field goal of the season, make it 6-3 here in the opening quarter as a Leopard drive stalls back at the 17. 3:47. Opening quarter remaining. Belle Vernon gets on the board, but it's only a trio. They cut the lead down to 3. 6-3, Rams lead the Leopards here on MVI Live. Belle Vernon takes 4.5 off the clock. They work from their own 35 down to the 17. Ward far side, set back to return. Dimitri Lowe in the middle. Rathway, most likely, going to be a touchback. As Lorenzo Morton watches it go into the end zone for a touchback. Drive number 2 for Ringgold, 3:47. Quarter number 1. Rams start this drive at their own 20 after the Rathway touchback. 1st and 10. Hopkins in the gun. Pitch out Ward. Ward looks to throw. Amani up top. And hesitation for Minson. Minson slowed up on the near side as Amani Ward broke out of the backfield. And again, you see the arm strength of last year's starting quarterback as he overthrew Ashton Minson. I think something was off with Minson and Amani Ward on that, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Ringgold offense. .341. Quarter number 1. Timeout called. We'll step aside as well. Leopards trail by 3. Rams with the football, looking to add on right here on MVI Live.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Second down and 10, 3:41 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. Timeout was called by the Rams. Penultimate timeout of the opening half comes here in quarter number 1. So Rams will break their conclave from the near sideline and head back out onto the field, as it's going to be Hawkins, Ward, and Stasko. Make Hawkins a wide out on the far side. Wildcat Amani Ward in the gun. And again, I don't know if you can really call it Wildcat, Ward being the starting quarterback last year. Ward busts left side, and he'll go backwards, a loss of 2, as Belle Vernon's defense stiffens up on that right side. Look like Delianibus in the back end. Third down and 12. So Connick back in. He's going to replace the other tight end in 6', 210 senior Anderson. Stasko, the other running back, will head out as well. Curtis Watkins, the transfer from Virginia, got shaken up in the opener against S.A., been working back. He lines up far side, twin receivers near side. Hawkins looks to throw, wants it all towards Lowe, well overthrown. It's intercepted by Curdy Wade. Hauled down by Lowe, the INT, the takeaway by Curdy Wade. And Belle Vernon gets one back. The Leopard defense with their 4th INT of the season. So Curdy Wade the pick, and Belle Vernon gets the football back. 2:47. Opening quarter action. Leopards will take over on their own 32. First down and 10 for the Belle Vernon offense. They trail by 3. Couple of overthrows on that drive, one resulting in a pick, but hey, you take that as almost a good punt for the Ringgold Rams. Off the interception, double motion of Gushin Berkstead. Hand off right side, there's Petrosky. Petrosky spins away from Connick, and one more. Chase Petrosky trying to get away from Ward. He will not. The last line of defense, Amani Ward hauls down Petrosky at the 35. As Chase Petrosky, not 1 but 2 tackles broken. As right up the gut, Leopards go again. Petrosky inside the 30 to the 29 with a late flag. As flag comes in after the play, wait to see which way the laundry folds. And Leps have won the last 8 meetings, looking to make it 9 in a row. Ball was marked down at the 29. It looks like they're going to mark it off against the Rams. So an unsportsmanlike conduct will make it first down and 10 for the Belle Vernon offense. Ball moves all the way inside the 15-yard line and will be marked down at the Ram 14. So 2:10 remaining here in the opening quarter. Belle Vernon trying to find their first touchdown of the night. Wade tries to bounce it outside, and Fonzie won't let him. Back at the 14, Dom Fonzie with the stop, the 6'1" sophomore. Second down, 10 to go. Under a minute and a half rolling opening quarter. Leps trail by 3, but they're knocking on the door of their first touchdown of the night, but a field goal away from a tie if it comes down to that. As there goes Gushin Berkstead, left to right. Wade gets the snap, following to the right. There's Petrosky, tripped up by his ankles. It's Dimitri Lowe on the stop at the 10. So a gain of 5 on second down. Third down and 5 upcoming here for the Belle Vernon offense. Leopards looking to convert, looking to take their first lead of the night. 30 on the play clock, 54 on the game clock. 6-3 Ringgold leads. The onside kick to start and the touchdown catch by Lowe. Now Wade, after picking off Hawkins, got the Rams leaping. No contact, no flag. As Wade, quarterback keeper, bounces outside. He can walk in. Touchdown Leopards. Curdy Wade from 10 yards away. And Belle Vernon on the board. Curdy Wade into the end zone. The first touchdown of the night for Belle Vernon, and it's Curdy Wade rushing it in for 6. His 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Leopards lead by 3. Rathway on to make it 4. Two drives, 2 strikes for the Leps. 1 for 3, the other for 6. Can Rathway match his jersey number, make it for 7? And Preston will do just that. 10-6 Leopards lead, opening quarter. "68-yard drive for Belle Vernon. Two minutes, 18 seconds. Curdy Wade started the drive and ended it. The interception got Belle Vernon the ball back. And Curdy Wade cashes in as he rolls out to his left, makes no mistake. And Belle Vernon, a 10-6 lead over the Ringgold Rams. Here in quarter number 1, just 29.1 ticks of the clock remaining. All things Ringgold to start, but Belle Vernon has bounced back. They lead now by 4 with the Rams getting the football back in the final 30 of this opening quarter of play. Wardlow, Morton, the returners. Almost a moot point with Rathway kicking off. This time Rathway, though, will send it to the 4. That's where Dimitri Lowe will take over. Lowe, no room to run. And Dimitri swallowed up back at the 14-yard line. They'll give him the 15 as Luca Galani in on the stop for Belle Vernon with a host of other. Galani in there along with Petrosky for Belle Vernon. So Luca Galani, Jason Petrosky on the stop. Ball at the 15, 1st and 10 for the Ringgold offense. .22.5 ticks of the clock remaining in this opening frame. Hawkins in the gun, 2 receiver set. Handoff goes Ward. Ward tries to get the edge. Ward cuts back inside over the 15 as trying to carry to Senzo. With him was Amani Ward. A tough run of 2 as Doppelhauer came in to help as well, with David Berkstead joining the brigade. Belle Vernon, good job of gang tackling on first down. A 2-yard gain could have been a loss on what will be the final play of the opening quarter. So one chapter has come to a close. It's the Belle Vernon Leopards leading the Ringgold Rams at the end of 1, 10-6, right here on your home, Vermont Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
With over 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients for your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. As fumbled snap to start the quarter. Hawkins will recover. Third down, 14 to go. Second quarter just underway. Hawkins standing back at his own 5. Hawkins gets the snap, rolls out right. Pressure picked up. Hawkins will run wild as Hawkins trying to get upfield. Spun down over the 15 as Hawkins gets to the 16-yard line. Clock will tick inside of 11:10 as Dennis Hawkins on 3rd and 14 gets 5. And it's going to be 4th down for the Ringgold Rams. Drive will net 1 yard as Minson on to punt, and it's a low spiraler. Takes a Ringgold roll onto the Belle Vernon side of the field. So Belle Vernon, great starting field position from their own 48-yard line. After a perfect start for the Rams, it's been all Belle Vernon. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. They've scored 10 unanswered after the onside kick and opening drive touchdown by Ringgold. Leps down to 9 on the play clock, still in the huddle as Belle Vernon will break with 5. They got to go. And Curdy Wade going to have to burn the first Belle Vernon timeout here in quarter number 2. So Belle Vernon running out of time after the punt. They'll talk it over. We'll come back and see what the Leopards decide right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait. Belle Vernon out of the timeout. Quick handoff off the misdirection. Chase Petrosky going to be spun out of bounds by Dennis Hawkins III. Just over the 45 to the 44, setting up 2nd down and 2 now for Belle Vernon. (10-6) Belle Vernon out in front. 10:40 clock stopped here for the time being as Wade will bring the play in from the sideline. Belle Vernon, again, it was about as bad of a start as you could see. They gave up the onside kick, recovered by Lorenzo Morton, and the touchdown, but they've scored 10 unanswered. Have a takeaway on defense. Now in Ram real estate, looking to increase their lead. Petrosky, they'll swing it out on the bubble screen. It's Horner. Horner hauled down at the 40, but not before he picks up another Leopard 1st down, as once again Dennis Hawkins III comes up to make the stop for Ringgold. But another 1st down for the Belle Vernon offense. It's been a thing of consistency so far for this Leopard offense tonight. 6 first downs in this ball game, including 1 via the penalty. Second quarter, 10:07, 1st and 10 for the Leopards. They lead 10-6. As Petrosky the back, Wade fakes the pitch out. Curdy going up top, wants it all, has DeCenzo, and a yard too far. He had separation on Ashton Minson, but Anthony DeCenzo just out of his reach. As Curdy Wade just not enough touch on that football, and over the head of Anthony DeCenzo, who is looking to streak home from 40 yards away. 9:56, second quarter, 2nd down and 10 from the Ram 40. Leopards lead by 4. Ian Tater, lone receiver, near side, pistol look for Wade, double H back motions right to left. Berkstead and Gush, the men doing that. Petrosky chopped down in the backfield, and a flag comes in late as Sasko gets in the backfield, getting a piece, and Petrosky limping after that one. Stasko shot the gap, hit the backfield, and looks like maybe an illegal block as well on Belle Vernon, but a negative play on 2nd down. You'd imagine the penalty may be declined here and set up 3rd down and about 13. Wait to see, though, what the decision will indeed be. So they're going to accept the 10-yard penalty on Belle Vernon. So instead of 3rd down and about 13, it's going to be 2nd down and 20. And you figure out if that's a good gamble after this play. 2nd down and 20 after the penalty. Rams late man off. As Wade looks to throw, pressure coming off the edge. Wade steps up, Curdy room to run. Wade back up the seam, there goes Wade from 50 away, inside the 15. As Curdy Wade all the way down to the 12. 38 yards, Wade improvising, dinking, dunking, and sliding his way inside the 20, inside the 15. First and 10, Belle Vernon after the Wade run. Hand off Raskowski. As Raskowski going to be knocked down after a short gain. Stasko in the middle. So on 2nd and 20, pressure came, but Curdy Wade eludes it and works his way back the other way. As Leslie Nichols was coming off the edge. 2nd down, 6 to go from the Ram 8, 8.5 on the clock. Here in quarter number 2, Ringgold will get the football to start the 2nd half. Petrosky back in after being shaken up a few plays ago. Wade in the pistol, hand off, Chase Petrosky, helped outside by Berkstead. Bounces a little further and works his way into the end zone. He snuck away from Ashton Minson. Touchdown, Belle Vernon. Chase Petrosky in for 6 from 8 away. Petrosky breaking tackles all evening long, and it's a 16-6 advantage for Belle Vernon. Got away from Ashton Minson, was bounced outside by his own man Berkstead, and makes it count. 16-6 the Leopards lead. Has fumbled snap. As unable to get the hold for Belle Vernon, and Belle Vernon will keep the lead at 10. So Leopards go down the field 52 yards. Strike for the 3rd straight drive. PAT does not go. Lead at 10 for Belle Vernon. 8:14 remaining here in quarter number 2. So going to be first down and 10 for the Rams after the kick away by Rathway, trying to get back on the board for the first time since their opening drive of the evening. Ten-point lead for Belle Vernon Rams. Have not struck since an early touchdown pass by Dennis Hawkins III to Dimitri Lowe. One touchback for Rathway. The other was returned to the 14-yard line by Lowe. See what Rathway decides to do here as Preston. Right foot drive, spiraler towards the end zone, and that one into the end zone for a touchback. So first and 10 for Ringgold here in what will be drive number 4 on the night for the Rams. It will start at their own 20-yard line with 8:13 remaining here in quarter number 2. Down by 10, 16-6, Belle Vernon leads. The Leopards have scored 16 unanswered. Ward in at quarterback as Amani Ward. Double H back right. Ward cuts up the middle. Amani Ward bounces over the 25 as he's going to be chopped down in the second level by Belle Vernon's Jackson Alexander. Second down and 4 upcoming here for the Rams offense. And a nice wrinkle that Ringgold can add with Hawkins and Amani Ward at that quarterback position. Hawkins lines up near side, Dimitri Lowe far side. Ward in the pistol with Stasko back behind. Amani, we've yet to see him throw from this formation. Turns around, gives it Stasko, and Stasko forced backwards. Gonna lose a couple. As Stasko, no room to work. DeCenzo off the edge, forces him out with 7:20 in rolling here in quarter number 2. 10-point Leopard lead, third down and medium. Low far side, Hawkins near side. Ward's been a quarterback for every play so far this series. You know he's going to throw it up at least once out of this set, and it's going to be right here. He's looking at Hawkins down the near side, and Hawkins had it but can't hang on. Ian Tater stays with him all the way, and Tater the pass defend, forcing fourth down for the Rams. He gave his man a chance, but Hawkins just could not haul it in. And another 3 and out. So an INT, 3 and out, and 3 and out for the Ringgold offense. All after a touchdown drive to start. Ball on the 23 as going to be fielded by Tater, and Tater tripped up by Nichols at his own 49. .634 remaining here in this opening half. Belle Vernon will take over from their own 49. They've started drives at their own 35, own 32, own 48, now own 49-yard line. They've scored on every drive so far tonight. And they've scored 16 unanswered. 3 receiver set. Mahalko all alone near side. Wade in the pistol. Curdy, play action rollout as Wade fires wide open, but behind Caleb Horner. Incomplete. Horner did a good job trying to settle down in that soft spot, but Curdy Wade's pass just behind Horner, and it's going to be incomplete. Curdy Wade could not hit his man. Horner already one reception here in this ball game. Warner also part of Team USA ball hockey. There was a hold on that play as well, so Belle Vernon will back up once more. 5th penalty on the Leopards. First down, 20 to go for Belle Vernon. Leps break the huddle. Barron over the ball to Senzo Mahalko. Receivers near side, double H back left. Gush and Berkstead motion from left to right. Wade will follow the blockers right side. Curdy gets to the 40 as Wade will pick up just one, and it's going to be 2nd down, 19 to go for the Belle Vernon offense. As once again, Jaquay up on the stop for the Ringgold Rams. Second down and 19 from the 40. 5:50 rolling clock. Stop and score would go a long way for Ringgold in getting back into this ball game. Wade in the pistol. Split H-back look. One receiver sent Petrosky right up the gut. Breaks a tackle. Connick in the second level. Can't haul him down at first. Hawkins finishes him off, and Amani Ward had him in the second half. As bottom half, Amani Ward would not let go. Gain of 8 for Chase Petrosky. And he is a tough running individual. And Belle Vernon staring down the barrel of 3rd down and 11. Wade gets the snap, play action. Wade slant route, hauled in. Tater spun forward. It's going to be close. Hawkins on the stop with some help in the second level by Anderson. Fourth down and about a yard. As Wade right up the gut, and no doubt about it, Curdy Wade keeps his legs churning. He needed one, got much more than that. From the 42 down to the 36. So Curdy Wade, a 6-yard scamper. Didn't wait for the tush to be pushed. He plowed through on his own with Ethan Bearing, the center, leading the way. Trips near side. Berkstead, H-back left. It's DeCenzo, Mahalko, and Warner. Wade, empty set. Quick screen pass fake. Now Wade takes off, and Stasko slams him down in the backfield. Loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down and 11. For the Belle Vernon offense. Clock ticks now down near the 3-minute mark. Second down and 11. The Rams need a stop. Leps trying to go 4 for 4 on drives tonight. Pistol formation. Petrosky the back. Gush goes in motion. As Wade puts it in the belly of Petrosky. Chase Petrosky spirals forward. He's going to pick up 8 on the play. It's going to be 2 yards shy of the line to gain Dominic Fonzie on the stop. 3rd down and 2 now for Belle Vernon as time continues to dwindle down here in the opening half. We'll be joined by Preston Rathway at the break, so make sure you stay tuned for that here on MVI Live. Tush push formation again. 3-back look. Does Wade run once more? Curdy Handoff this time. Petrosky to the outside. And Petrosky going to be cut down by Nicholas in the second level. And it's going to be a first down once again for Belle Vernon off that trio back look. So another moving of the chains for the Leopards. This offense has been methodical. It hasn't been the big plays tonight. Belle Vernon has had a few, but methodically, calm, cool, collected. The Leopard offense has moved their way down the field once again, trying to increase upon their 10-point lead. 2 timeouts with 1:45 remaining here in this opening half for Belle Vernon. Galani near side, one receiver far side. Petrosky motions out. Wade looks to call his own number as Connick slams him down after the initial contact was made in the middle by the Ringgold Rams and Federer. So Federer the first touch and finished off by Connick after a 2-yard gain. So Leps use their second timeout of the half. 1:17 remaining. Belle Vernon leads by 10. Ringgold trying to hold. The Rams will get the football to start in half number 2. They led 6-0. It was an onside kick recovered by Lorenzo Morton. A 4th down conversion by Amani Ward, and then a pitching catch of 17 yards. Dennis Hawkins to Dimitri Lowe to make it 6-0. PAT was blocked by Berkstead, but the Leopards would march down the ensuing drive 40-plus yards in 4.5 minutes, finishing it off with a 34-yard field goal by Rathway. A Wade interception would lead to a 10-yard Wade touchdown, and then an 8-yard Petrosky touchdown. Now Belle Vernon looking to make it 4 for 4. 1:17 on the clock, 2nd down and 8. Descend zone near side with Horner. Galani lone receiver far side. H-back right. That's Gush. As Wade looks at Galani. Comeback route. Got it and got the touchdown. Make it Luca Galani once more. As Luca Galani sprints in from 22 yards away. A perfect pitching catch on 2nd and 8 for Belle Vernon. So Luca Galani finishes off the drive with 1:11 remaining. Leps going to go for 2 to make it a 24-6 advantage. And Belle Vernon at first will call their final timeout here of half number 1. 22-6. Belle Vernon out in front. Leps go 51 yards on that drive. Covers 5 minutes, 33 seconds. Trying to make it a 24-6 lead. 22 unanswered here for the Belle Vernon area Leopards. Trying to knock off Ringgold and move to 2-2. As now it's going to be a PAT attempt for Rathway. So the Leps change their mind off the timeout. As Rathway never got the last PAT away. It was bobbled by Shawley. See if this one's better. Snap was good, hold was good, and the kick by Rathway is good. Schwera, Shawley, and Rathway all do their part. And it's 23-6. Belle Vernon leads it. 13 unanswered this half, 23 unanswered in this ball game for Belle Vernon. Leopards have yet to be stopped tonight as Ringgold will take back over with 1:11 and 1 timeout remaining. See if they can go for the old 2 for none. Easier said than done with just 1 minute and 11 seconds on the game clock here in quarter number 2. And a 23-0 Belle Vernon Leopard lead over the Ringgold Rams. See if Rathway gives an opportunity here for the Rams to return. He will not. First drive for Ringgold started at the Leopard 42. They struck for 6. Interception, 3 and out, 3 and out on the last 3 sequences by the Rams offense. Homecoming happiness so far for Belle Vernon. Rams will set things up at their own 20. Minson, Lowe, and Watkins. Far side. Lowe goes in motion. Hawkins gets the snap. Hawkins looks to throw. Incomplete. Had Watkins wide open, and Watkins would be walking his way into the end zone right now if it wasn't for a high pass by Hawkins. As Curtis Watkins had all sort of golden turf out in front. Second and 10 after the miscue by Ringgold. And a whistle before the snap to Hawkins. Looks like Ringgold going to back up 5 yards. False start there. And it almost looked on that last play going back to almost a little bit of indecisiveness caused the high ball by Hawkins because he had Ashton Minson open right behind. It was a perfectly drawn up play by the Ringgold staff, just unable to capitalize on it. 23-6 Leopards lead. Twin receivers both side. Hawkins gets the snap. Hawkins all day. Now pressure comes, rolls out. Hawkins just flips one down into the flat. See if Ward can get out of bounds. He will at the 35. Forced that way by Berkstead with 57.1. First down and more. Heads up play by Amani Ward to stop the clock as well as he steps out of bounds at the 35. See if the Rams again can find a way. Cut into this deficit. Clock will start. Did for a brief second. 56.2. 23-6 lead. Minson far side with Fonzie. Twin receivers in Jaquay and Lowe. As Hawkins looks to throw again. Pressure coming. Hawkins running. Flag flies. Hawkins, pressure still coming and just throws it into the Leopard sideline. As Jude Manitti wreaking havoc, running right at Hawkins, chasing him to the far side of the field. And this one looks like it is going to go against the Rams to back them up 10 yards to their own 25. 47.4 and 1 timeout for Ringgold as they back up once again via the penalty marker. 5th penalty on the Rams tonight. Ball on the near side hash. Minson and Watkins far side. Lowe and Chris Jaquay near side. Ward the back. Dennis Hawkins gets the snap. Hawkins, pressure coming, rolls right, escapes the pocket, he'll take off. Berkstead, eye set on Hawkins, knocks him down inbounds. 36 seconds remaining. Hawkins got an extra yard but did not stop the clock. So that's going to prevent the Rams possibly from getting into the end zone. Ringgold in no sort of hurry with 25 seconds remaining. And barring a big play here, looks like the Rams going to go down with 23 unanswered, given up to Belle Vernon. Hawkins breaks a tackle, pressure from behind, and slammed down. Jackson Alexander ends the half with a bang, and the Leopards have scored 23 unanswered after a perfect start for the Rams. It's the Leopards 23, the Rams 6, right here on your home, Vermont Valley Athletics, MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Belle Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle. Halftime here on MVI Live. It's our B Graphics halftime interview with Preston Rathway of the Belle Vernon Leopards. First off, Preston, really appreciate you taking time to do this with me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, Preston, we're just going to get into it right away. Start with the big thing. New record at Belle Vernon, 49-yard field goal. First off, what does it mean to be the new record holder in that category?
I mean, it's everything. I mean, you work you work hard all week. I mean, all week, every week for Friday nights, and then all summer, even as a kicker, you go to camps. You spend all this money on camps, and then you work out all summer, and it's just it's great. I mean, the hard work pays off, and you see that, and it really boosts your confidence in a way. I mean, it's just great. It's a great feeling. So, but yeah, it's just great, and I love it.
So for you as well, what does it mean that your coach had the confidence in a game as closely contested as that one to say, okay, I've trusted my guy to go out and attempt a 49-yarder and believe that we're putting 3 points on the board here?
Yeah. Well, Coach Breyer's been there for even since I've been in middle school. I mean, he's been around forever. And, all the coaches, they have confidence. And over the summer, it's hard for me to kind of go to some practices. I mean, I'll make some. But, again, like I'm at camp, so he knows that too. I always text him, shoot him a text, hey, Coach, I'm not going to be here. So he knows I'm working out up there, up in Buffalo and stuff like that. So here I do that, and then all the other coaches know that. And then it's just the trust and the confidence he has in me. It builds my confidence in a way. I mean, a lot of kickers don't get that. A lot of coaches are like, kickers and all this. But even Coach Humbert, when I was there my sophomore year, both of them, the special teams aspect was big for them, and the confidence they had in me, it was great. I mean, it's great to know you have a coach that believes in you, and it just builds your confidence.
And, obviously kind of an interesting journey to where you're at now in your athletic career, because I remember when I first covered you, it may have been on the beach, but it was for soccer.
Yeah.
Back in your freshman year, and then, full steam ahead to the, football to being a district and state champion.
Yeah.
What has that journey been like for you to go from really a very talented freshman soccer player to now a very highly sought-after kicker?
Yeah, even middle school, I was going to kick 8th grade year, and I played, and I tore my ACL because they wanted me to play wide receiver and kicker, and I was going to do both. And I was decent at wide receiver, but I ran a straight route, tore my ACL, and then my freshman year, I'm a student athlete. In my eyes, student comes first, athlete comes second. That's the way I look at it. Grades are always number one. So I played golf, then I played soccer, and then Coach Humbert and I talked about it. I was going to play my freshman year, and I just didn't know how it was going to be with school and my grades, so I want to keep those up. And here I just didn't play my freshman year, and then sophomore year, my dad and I had a talk about it, and we were like, okay, let's do it. And my freshman year was my brother's senior year for soccer, so that I didn't want to, get a risk of getting injured and stuff there. So we did that, and sophomore year, that's just when it kicked off, and Willie Schwera taught me everything, and then I started going to camps, and then it just built up from there. And when I kicked a 40-yard field goal summertime with Coach Frank and Willie, I loved it. I was like, as soon as I saw it go through the uprights, I'm like, man, I want to do this forever. So that's just where it started, and now it's just going up and up and up from there, and hopefully it keeps going. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and you had that, how helpful was it to have Willie with you, even with his injury he had to deal with through that first couple of years till you kind of took over at the helm solely?
Yeah, Willie was great. Willie, I mean, even when Willie was hurt, he couldn't play the first week against Laurel Highlands, and I kicked off and I kicked and everything. And then the second week he came back. But Willie is one of those kids where, if I come in there and I take somebody's job, that other kid might be like, oh, I hate you for that. I don't want you to outdo me. Willie was humble and everything. I mean, he helped me even whenever I took over for kicking field goals and stuff like that. He never had a problem with it. He would always help me, always encourage me. Even if I was at a low, he would, raise my chin up and everything. He would just a great friend and great teammate at the same time. I mean, I will never, when I hear people talk bad about Willie, it hurts me because I just know how good of a kid he is and stuff. So, I mean, even now he goes up to Buffalo with us too. We kick up there. So I'm always, even Timmy, the long snapper, we're all together. So it's like a family brother bond. So, but yeah, Willie's great. He helped me with everything, and I give him so much credit to it. So
from not playing to sharing time to being a full-time starter to now being a pretty big kicking recruit in the area, what has that recruiting process been like for you, and kind of figuring out what the next chapter is after Belle Vernon?
Yeah, the recruitment process, it is way different than a lot of other sports. Soccer, I mean, it's way different. Even positions in football, running back, quarterback, it's way different. I mean, sometimes colleges don't look at the kickers and the punters firsthand if you're not that top guy, and they don't really need that guy so bad. But when you have a guy, I go to Adam Tanalski up in Buffalo, and he's kind of like an agent and a coach in a way. Like, he deals with all my visits and everything. I even talk to Coach Humbert sometimes still about colleges, Coach Breyer. But yeah, I mean, you just got to reach out, and sometimes you don't want to reach out too much because then you feel like you're being a pest. You know, it's like, oh, I'm poking the bear, and it's just then they don't want to talk to you. But it's tough. I mean, I talked to Michigan and stuff, and we went up there, and it was great. I loved it up there. It just felt like Belle Vernon. It felt like home. And here they took a kicker. I don't know about punting yet. It's still up in the air and stuff, but when people ask me and stuff about it, it's just in God's hands, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it. I mean, I'm blessed for every opportunity I can go out there and kick. I mean, that's the best I try to do the best I can, so it's just in God's hands. So
it just seems like, too, for you, it's such a different process.
Yeah.
Being a kicker, even the best in the countries, it's almost preferred walk-on spots versus full
100%.
scholarships,
Yeah.
which obviously the way they're changing college rosters, obviously that's going to change a little bit with how I think the kickers look, because now it's less roster spots guaranteed.
100%.
So I think maybe going to benefit you in the future with that. But obviously, how much is just trying to stay patient through all this, because it being like, hey, I know something's going to come up, and especially at your position, it could pop up tomorrow, and it's like, okay, now I know where the next 4 years of my life are.
Exactly. And that's how it is. I mean, you just never know. I mean, you could get a text, a DM on Twitter, and you're like, okay, well, this is great, and then sometimes, again, like you said, if you get one offer, sometimes you got to commit. And I like West Virginia, they have walk-on spots, and you got to walk on. Even Pitt, sometimes you have to walk on and earn your scholarship. It's just NCAA is really always changing every time, every year, every month, every day, every second. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's always changing. So it's just the way the world is, it's always changing nonstop. So you just never know. It's in God's hands. So
how much does it help as well to have, the coaches and your athletic director now, and former coach Matt Humbert, who's went through sending so much talent to the next level? We every year see kids going out of Belle Vernon to play high-level football from Division I all the way down to Division III and everything in between. How much does it help that you've had an entire coaching staff and athletic department that is, kind of well-versed in that recruiting process?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. I mean, you look at Quentin Martin. Quentin came through. I mean, he's at Penn State now. I mean, those kids coming in the past and coming and going. I mean, Devin Whitlock, it builds Belle Vernon's name. I mean, it builds the organization. It builds the brand. Like Coach Humbert says, it's in our DNA. We just there's new players every time coming up in a year that you never know what you have their senior year. I mean, Cam Janko came up freshman. He was playing his freshman year. I mean, it's always growing. I mean, the brand it just builds the brand. So I mean, when you have Coach Humbert as the AD, and then Coach Brower, who used to he still is a coach, was whenever Coach Humbert was here. I mean, it's not that much of a change. So I mean, the brand, the name, it just keeps building and building and building. So that's great for us. I mean, we just,
it's no longer where's little Belle Vernon's like, oh, there's a Belle Vernon kid.
Vernon team,
we know,
especially after the 2 state championships. I mean, our name's out there.
People
so
want a piece of Belle Vernon
exactly.
instead of being, oh, well, it's just Belle Vernon.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
you guys are wanted. You're a hot commodity.
It's kind of like McKeesport with Keemon. I mean, McKeesport, I mean, yeah, it was big when even Bobby I'll say Bobby Boyd. When Bobby was there, it was big. I mean, you were like, okay, that's McKeesport. When he wasn't there, McKeesport wasn't really talked about. Quentin, I mean, when Quentin was here, Belle Vernon was a big name. So, but it just keeps growing. I mean, you have great players on our team right now, and even in the past, it just keeps building up the brand. So.
Always retool, never rebuild at a place like Belle Vernon. And, for you personally, what does the process, whether it be for you getting ready for a game, what's your kind of game day routine look like, and kind of what's your pre-kick routine?
So game day, I always look at it, 'cause with golf too, being a multi-sport athlete, you got to watch, I mean, kickers, the legs are just keeping them 100%. You got to watch that. And it starts with the first day of the week. I mean, Sundays, or Saturdays, what are you doing after Friday night? I mean, after Friday night, are you drinking water? I mean, are you hydrating? Are you eating the right foods? I mean, you can't go out here and then eat fried food and then expect you to be back to normal. So yeah, I mean, it's just, you don't want to be 50%. So that's what I do after every game. I just get back to 100%, get back. So Sundays we have film. We'll go out to eat, make sure I get some good food. After that, it's like lineman lunch. We'll go out, hydrate. It's funny, kickers, we do yoga. A lot of people are like, yoga, that's like a girl thing, but it helps us a lot. Yoga, stretching, rolling out your legs, massage guns. Even when it's practice time, you don't want to go out and kick 100 footballs every single day. I mean, or even more than that. 25 is probably the max that you want to kick, because if you outkick your leg, and by the time Friday comes, I mean, your leg's going to be exhausted. So, and Coach Breyer does a good job with that too. He knows. He'll talk to me and stuff. I talk to him. It's the communication thing. So, I mean, we have that. And I go get dry needling done. Probably I'm getting it Friday. So, I mean, it either depends. Friday, Thursday, whenever I can. And I get adjusted by chiropractors and stuff like that. Red light therapy. It's just you got to take care of your body. I mean, a lot of pro athletes, you look at pro athletes' days in life. So, I mean, it's just you got to watch what they're doing, and you got to match that. So, eating the right foods, hydrate, and then recovery, stretching, and all that.
So you're on the field, about to kick the ball. What's going through your head?
What's going through my head? Again, it's like practice. Coach Breyer, even Coach Humber did. In practice, it's a game situation. I mean, they made it like that. You have field goal block. You have, like, Diabre would always run in there. I mean, you got those fast guys that will give you a look for what Friday's going to look like. You have the line that blocks, and we have a great line who blocks for me and stuff. Our holder, Jackson Shawley, he's a freshman, so we work with him a lot, getting him holds, Timmy Shore snapping and everything. And then my kicks, drill work, and all that stuff. I mean, our practices look like game-like situations, and then when it doesn't, you kind of try to make it feel like that. You're kind of putting it in your head like, oh, I have a minute left, and the team's driving down the field, and here 10 seconds left, we call a timeout, and I've got to go out there. Okay, I picture that in my head. I mean, the nerves are there, but I mean, when you do it reps and reps and reps over again, you don't really feel it. It's just silence you kind of feel, and it's just you're ready to go. It's like practice. That's the way I look at it every time I go out there. Even the 49-yarder I went out there, I didn't even know. I try not to look at how far it is, because that stuff could get in your head. You could overthink it. So we went out there, and I just stayed calm the whole time. That's just, you don't want to be too high. You don't want to be too low. You want to stay right in the middle. You don't want to highs and lows. You got to keep it moving, keep it steady. So
Just like you've done it 1,000
Yep.
times before.
Just reps. That's all it is. Reps.
One more question for you, Preston, before I let you go. You've mentioned a few times during this that, just a lot of trust in God. What does your faith mean to you? That, like, through not just sports but in life in general, how much has that helped you along the way?
It builds me. Faith builds you and everything. If you don't have faith, you really aren't anything. I mean, you got to have faith in everything you do. You have to have faith in everything you do, and you got to have a purpose. That's one thing. You have to have a purpose going into every single rep. Like, practice like you play, and that's what they say. I mean, you got to do it. You can't. You have to have faith. I mean, it's just everything. So it's kind of hard to. Faith is everything. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah. But again, even lifting too. Whenever even kickers and stuff, you should lift too. Not heavy weights, but that too. You got to have purpose and faith into that. So it's just in God's hands. So got to be blessed every moment you get. You got to take opportunity of it. So that's the way I think of it.
I appreciate your time, Preston.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see what you do the rest of this season and where you go after leaving Belle Vernon. Going to be a bright future for you no matter what the next step is.
Yep.
This has been your halftime interview here on MVI Live, powered by B Graphics. We come back, it's going to be half number 2 with Preston Rathaway and the Belle Vernon Leopards right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
Let's go, Leps.
Hoods Up Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Louis O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com. Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique. Halfway home, 23 unanswered by the green and gold of Belle Vernon. After a 6-0 lead, an onside kick to start recovered by Lorenzo Morton. The Rams would march down the field and Hopkins would find low and make it 6-0 after a blocked PAT by David Berkstead. But that was the only good we saw in that opening half for the Rams. Belle Vernon would get the football. They would drive it down 48 yards and find a field goal. 3 on the board off the foot of Rathway. On the ensuing drive, Wade would pick off Hopkins and end it with a 10-yard scamper of his own. After a 3-and-out by the Ringgold attack, Belle Vernon would pick up 38 yards by Wade, leading to an 8-yard touchdown run by Petrosky. As a fumbled snap on the PAT, it would be never sent away, and it would keep it a 16-6 game, but another 3-and-out. and a 4th-and-1 conversion. Wade would pick up the line to gain, then a 22-yard pitch and catch. Luca Galani into the end zone for Belle Vernon, making it 23-6. Ringgold had opportunities as Watkins wide open in the middle, looked like he'd be sprinting for the end zone, instead was overthrown, and at the break it stays 23-6 in favor of the Belle Vernon area Leopards. Halfway home here on MVI Live as we get set to start the second half between Belle Vernon and Ringgold, as the Rams need to put the comeback boots on and start trekking away and start chipping away to keep their playoff hopes alive. In the opening half, Petrosky, 12 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown. Wade, 10 carries, 69 yards. Curdy does have a rushing touchdown as well. Wade also 5 for 7 for 66 and a passing touchdown for the Belle Vernon area Leopards. On the other side, Hawkins has completed 2 of 6 for 37 and an interception. Ward 0 for 2 passing. Almani has ran it 7 times for 23 yards, and Stasko has ran it twice for -1, while Hawkins 4 carries for 4 yards. Halfway home, Leps and Rams. Can Belle Vernon make it 9 in a row against Ringgold? Or will the Rams roll to victory here tonight in comeback fashion? Rams have not scored since their opening drive, but they will get the football to start here in half number 2, as Rathway has it teed up with 23 unanswered on the board for Belle Vernon. 2 touchbacks, 1 return, and there's the 3rd touchback tonight for Preston Rathway. Ringgold had open looks last time through, just could not connect with time dwindling down in that opening half. 23-6, Belle Vernon leads. Rams hoping the first drive of half number 2 is much like the first drive of half number 1 and result in a touchdown. Minson far side, trips near side, Watkins, Ward, and low. Stasko the back, flanking left of Hawkins. There goes Ward in motion. Dennis Hawkins gets the snap, whistle first. And another false start against the Ringgold offense. 6 penalties on the Rams. So Ashton Minson gets the head start, costs Ringgold 5 yards. As back to the 15-yard line the ball goes. Rams down by a 23-6 margin. Hawkins sends Ward in motion. Dennis once again. The Rams back up 5. So in half number 1 before the first snap, it was Belle Vernon with back-to-back penalties. Before the first snap here in half number 2, it's back-to-back Ringgold penalties. So the Rams back to their own 10, staring down 1st down and 20. Ward goes in motion. Finally, the play underway. Hawkins running, pressure coming, got to get rid of it. He will, and it's incomplete into the Leopards sideline as pressure all around by the front 4 of Belle Vernon. As they were wreaking havoc, Jackson Alexander was chasing down Dennis Hawkins, as Hawkins almost knocked down for a safety. 4 receiver set, 2 aside, Stasko the back. Hawkins, straight drop, pressure coming. As Hawkins rolls out, Dennis running ball very riskily out in front and coughs it up. Recovered by Berkstead at the 21. As you could see, he was carrying that like a toddler carrying around their teddy bear. Just all willy-nilly, ball loose around, and Berkstead gets the recovery. So David Bergstedt with 11:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Gets Belle Vernon the ball deep in Ringgold real estate. From the Ringgold 21 off the turnover. Wade, handoff, Petrosky up the gut. Chase Petrosky keeps the legs churning. 3-yard run there by Petrosky. Belle Vernon trying to increase, trying to make it 30 unanswered. Mahalko and DeCenzo line up far side. Petrosky right side of Wade. And looks like the Leopards all out of sorts, and whistle blows. And flag did indeed fly. An illegal shift against the Belle Vernon Leopards. So back them up 5 yards after the short gain on first down. 11:02, clock stopped here in the third quarter. It's going to be second down and 13 to go for the Belle Vernon attack. Twin receiver in motion goes to Senzo left to right. As Wade gets the snap, hands off Petrosky, trying to shake outside, and Dimitri Lowe sends him backwards. Back to the 30-yard line, going to be a loss of 5 on second down. From the 24 to the 29. So Petrosky goes backwards, and it's 3rd and 18. 10:08 rolling clock as Belle Vernon trying to figure it out here. The Rams defense needs a stop. Can they come up with their first stop of the game? Nick Mahalko near side, twin receivers up top. H-back left, Bergstedt, running back right, Petrosky. Wade looks to throw, pressure coming, and Wade just fires it in the direction of Bergstedt, incomplete. He was wrapped up at the waist by Cole Connick. And it's a 3 and out for the first time tonight for Belle Vernon. Rathway on. Ball on the Ram 29. .46-yard attempt by Rathway. Schwerer will send it away. Shiley to hold. From 46 yards, the kick by Rathway is up. The kick by Rathway is good. 46 yards on the dot. And Preston Rathway, his second 40-plus yarder of the season, makes it 26 unanswered for Belle Vernon, as they have scored on every single drive tonight. A 20-point Leopard lead thanks to Preston Rathway. Four for 4 for Rathway this season. 9:31 remaining here in the third. Belle Vernon, 26 points, averaging just 19.8 per game. Next week, it's Trinity for the Leps. Rams will take on Char Valley. An offense averaging 28.6 points per game has been held in check here today. 9:31 third quarter action. Leopards have scored the last 26 as they lead the Rams by 20. A 3-possession game as Preston Rathway foot meets ball, and is it another touchback? It is indeed, off the foot of Rathway. 9:31 third quarter, second drive of the half for Ringgold. First one ended in a Hawkins fumble. Ashton Minson flanks out far side. Dimitri Lowe near side. Just 2 completed passes for the quarterback Hawkins. In the slot, Stasko, Ward the back, Lowe in motion. Pitch it out to Lowe. Lowe cuts near side. Dimitri breaks a tackle, bounces back up the middle as Lowe finally chopped down from beneath by Caleb Horner. A lot of running for 10 yards for Dimitri Lowe, but if he gets away from Horner, he might have been off to the races. The D1 prospect, Dimitri Lowe, picks up the first down of the half for Ringgold and picks up the first down for the Rams since their opening drive of the game. Hawkins in the pistol, confusion on the near side. Rams get set in order. Hand off Amani Ward. Ward powers forward for an inch as Jackson Alexander and Jude Manetti stop him for a gain of 1. Hawkins in the gun, pressure shown off the left side. Lowe goes in motion. They throw it out to Dimitri this time. Lowe gonna be swallowed up in the backfield. Horner along with Wade and Berkstead joining in as well. Make it 4 with Jackson Alexander. No, check that. It was Dommett. Nonetheless, a negative play, and it's 3rd and 13. 26 unanswered for Belle Vernon. They have a 20-point advantage, 7.5 on the game clock. Rams offense stagnant and offense averaging almost 30 points a game this season. Hawkins on 3rd and 13. Deep drop, has time, now pressure off the edge, throws it behind Ward, and a late hit by Raskowski. Dead ball foul. That should be an automatic first down and 15 yards as Raskowski, the late hit on Amani Ward. A bit of a lapse in judgment by Raskowski, the sophomore linebacker. So 1st and 10 for the Rams after the blunder by Belle Vernon. And it's the second first down of the drive with 7:11 remaining in the third quarter. 26-6 lead for the green and gold. Ball placed at the Rams 42. Low far side, Hawkins near side. Stasko this time in the pistol with Ward the back. Stasko takes it right side as Stasko bounces outside, gets the edge, past the line of scrimmage and forced out by Berkstead at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 4 on first down, 2nd and 6 as Berkstead another tackle for Belle Vernon. And you seem to think that Berkstead's almost on every single tackle for the Leps, the way he flies around this football field. A fumble recovery for Berkstead as well tonight, along with a blocked PAT. 2nd and 6, 7:02 and a 26-6 third quarter score. Lowe and Hawkins flank out right and left. Hawkins near side. Ward this time, and he gets Manetti to jump. So 5 yards on the encroachment call on Belle Vernon. Sets up 2nd down and 1 to go for the Rams. Eighth penalty on Belle Vernon. Sokol out, Anderson in. As flag flies, it was a disaster. Amani Ward jumped on the ball. I'm not going to assume. I'm going to just wait for our officials to give us maybe an announcement. So 5 yards given and 5 yards given back. Not the given season yet. But we're inching closer to that time of year. You have 5 yards and don't give it right back. Everyone giving away 5 here. And it sets up 2nd and 6 just where we started. Amani Ward takes it left side, bounces outside, and David Berkstead shot out of a cannon across the field. As there's Tater and Hawkins wrestling on the near side with more laundry. As David Berkstead met Amani Ward for no gain. We'll see which way the flag flies. Could be on both Tater and Hawkins. It will go against Ian Tater. So another dead ball personal foul, 2nd on this drive. So 2 first downs via the penalty. Watkins near side, Minson far side with Lowe. Stasko right side of Hawkins, deep back Ward. And another flag flies. Five more against Belle Vernon. Slowly and methodically, the Rams, thanks to Belle Vernon miscues, have marched the ball inside the 35 to the 34. Most of that yardage via Belle Vernon penalties. As Hawkins handoff, Ward lost the football, and the Leopards have it. The Leopards have it. It's Caleb Horner right on cue. The takeaway for the green and gold, their 3rd turnover of the night. Caleb Horner gets the fumble recovery and gets Belle Vernon the football back with 6:47 remaining here in the 3rd frame. Leps take over on their own 33. Wade in the gun, handoff left side. Petrosky through a hole as Chase picks up 3 on 1st down. Well, so much for that. Another flag against the Leps. 6 penalties in this 3rd quarter for Belle Vernon. Ringgold has 2, make it 3 this half. So 9 penalties combined in the 3rd quarter, 1st and 15. Petrosky, the back left side of Wade, twin receivers, as there goes DeCenzo right to left. Wade, handoff, Petrosky finds the hole, Chase Petrosky bounces outside, Petrosky to the 50, down to the 40, Lowe forces him out at the 30. Chase Petrosky, and another flag flies late. They mark Petrosky out at what looks to be the 30-yard line on the dot. 43-yard scamper by Petrosky. So this time personal foul goes against Lowe and the Rams. 43-yard run by Petrosky, tack on 15 after. With 6 minutes on the clock, halfway through the third, Belle Vernon 26 unanswered, but they're knocking on the door for more. First and 10 for Belle Vernon from the 15. Chase Petrosky over the century mark again here tonight. Already has the single game rushing record this season. As Wade, handoff, no, fakes it, quarterback, keeper, left side, end zone, touchdown again. Curdy Wade calls his own number from 15 yards away. As Wade in once more, 15-yard touchdown run by Wade, his third touchdown of the night. 1 by air, 2 by ground, and Curdy Wade makes it 32 unanswered. Leps will go for 2. Berkstead the back. Wade follows. Berkstead cuts it back. Add 2 more. 34 straight for Belle Vernon. And more laundry, more disagreements, more rivalry type plays with two schools who do not like each other. 5 minutes apart. So personal fouls both sides. They will offset. The Leopards strike again. They lead it 34-6 in the third quarter with 5:54 remaining here in the third frame. Leps have not been stopped tonight. Six drives, 6 Belle Vernon touchdowns, and 3 turnovers forced by the Leopard defense. We'll be back in action tomorrow here on MVI Live, as over on the NFHS network with our coverage of the WPIL soccer playoffs with the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, the 5 seed, hosting a very talented 12-team first playoff appearance in 16 years for the Shaler Titans. 12:30 kickoff on that one, so make sure you join me just after high noon for the Jaguars and the Titans. 34 straight for Belle Vernon. Rathway, the spiraler, right side. Morton off the bobble from the 5. Lorenzo cuts across the width, tries to move up the middle, and it's knocked down at the 16-yard line, as on the stop is Luca Galani. Upset brewing in Greensburg, 28-27. The Centurions on the comeback trail. They were down 21-12, but Coach Banalini trying to get his 5th win of the season. And if Coach Banalini can do that, they have a very winnable game next week against Springdale. That's one of the biggest turnarounds in the WPIAL is the Commodores this season. As going back to his alma mater and helping those kids put together a winning program. If you heard this before, another penalty. Pre-snap violation. Third quarter. Laundry all around. 13 penalties, counting the 2 offsetting. That's just this quarter alone. As Hawkins escapes incomplete, was looking at low, as in the backfield, forcing the quarterback pressure for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Appeared to be dominant for Belle Vernon. So second down and 15 here for Ringgold, 5:42 remaining. It was all Rams for about the first 3.5 minutes of this game. Now the Leopards can't do anything wrong. Completion to Fonzie across the middle. First completion since the first half. On a little pitch to Amani Ward. The other two plays to low were backwards, so they were not considered passes by Hawkins. As more laundry on the field. And Berkstead gets the personal foul. Blindside block called against Berkstead. That will give the Rams a first down. 34-6, Leopards out in front. Ringgold up to the 41-yard line. Stasko kept by Hawkins. Hawkins bounces outside. Dennis Hawkins, he can really fly. He turns on the Jets down the sideline. See you later. Touchdown Rams from 49 yards away, but hold everything. Far side 45. Wade was telling Hawkins, come on back. As holding against the Rams negates the 49-yard Hawkins touchdown. So no touchdown for Ringgold. Back them up. Place the ball down at the 38. After the penalty on Ringgold with 5:10 remaining here in the third. Hawkins quickly in the gun. Hawkins directing traffic, sends Watkins in motion. Hawkins, quarterback keeper again. Does he have anything left in the tank? As Hawkins will jet forward to the 44. So on 1st and 13, Hawkins gets up to the 44-yard line. Gain of 4, going to be second down and 7, or make it 6, excuse me, for Dennis Hawkins the third. Four receiver set. Hawkins sends low in motion. And guess what? Pre-snap violation on the Rams. Feels like week 0. Not like the penultimate week of the regular season. Officials like Oprah Winfrey out here. You get a flag, you get a flag. Everybody getting a flag tonight here in the third quarter. We still have 4.5 minutes left. Second down and 12 after another pre-snap violation. Trips near side. Ward, Watkins, and low. Minson the other wide out. Quick swinger out to Stasko. Almost lost it. Got it in. And it's going to be spun down by Horner, who jarred the football free. Caleb Horner, a forced fumble. And it's going to be recovered by, let's see who, the Leopards pointing. Are they going to call down by contact, or is it Belle Vernon ball with DeCenzo coming up with it? And it is. Horner forces it free, and the Leopards recover. DeCenzo at the bottom of the pile comes away with the Leopard takeaway. 4th turnover of the night forced by the Belle Vernon defense. So DeCenzo, the 3rd fumble recovery by Belle Vernon. 2nd forced fumble of the season by Horner. Leps can invoke the running clock here, possibly. After being down by 6, Curdy Wade wants to do that right away, but fires it too tall. Looking for DeCenzo, as Hawkins and Morton in coverage. Seven points away from a running clock as a personal foul against the Rams after the incompletion by Curtis Wade. $15 total penalties after that last one here in the third quarter. 8 of those on the Rams. Wade in the gun, Curdy. Quarterback keeper, Wade bounces, trying to escape the pressure. Stasko won't let him, so Wade loses one, and Curdy Wade takes a late shot and another flag comes in. Be the 9th foul of the half. At least 6, maybe 7 personal fouls this half. So after the negative 1 yard carry by Wade, Belle Vernon gets 15 on the personal foul. Bunch formation, left side, Mahalko near side. Wade rolls out. Curdy looks to pass. Wade now pressure coming. Pedals backwards, flips it into the flat, incomplete. In the vicinity of Horner and DeCenzo. In coverage over there on the far sideline was Dimitri Lowe. With 3:25 remaining in the third quarter, as it's been as slow as molasses moving here in the third frame. And when you have 16 plus penalties, that's going to do it to you. $34 unanswered by the green and gold. 2nd and 10. Tater near side. Petrosky the back. Gush goes in motion right to left. Wade, hand off Petrosky. Chase finds the hole and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Belle Vernon. Chase Petrosky, his 2nd touchdown of the night, this time from 21 yards away. Chase Petrosky runs a 43 and 21 this half. 2nd touchdown of the night and an extra point away from a 35-point Belle Vernon lead. $41 points for Belle Vernon, 2nd straight 40-plus point performance for the Leopards. As Rathway drills it. 41-6. 41 unanswered. .317. Third quarter, 41-6. The Belle Vernon Leopards on top of the Ringgold Rams. So clock gonna start and not stop. 3:17 remaining in the third. Belle Vernon has scored on every drive here today. Low, Ward, and Morton back deep to receive, but Rathway has sent all but a pair into the end zone. And actually the worst starting field position today for Ringgold has been off the 2 Rathway has not sent in the end zone. 4 turnovers forced by the Belle Vernon defense. A forced fumble and a fumble recovery in this half by Caleb Horner. Wade, an interception. Berkstead a fumble recovery as well. Low liner, Morton fields it at the 5. As Lorenzo Morton started the game with a bang and an onside kick recovery. Now Morton trying to work up towards the 30, as that's where Morton's going to be knocked down. Also remember on that last drive before the Stasco fumble, Dennis Hawkins III had a 59-yard touchdown run called back via a holding penalty. So Ringgold takes over on their own 30. Clock rolling at 2:40. Rams scored on the opening drive of the game. That's it. Belle Vernon scored on every drive. As Amani Ward nowhere to go, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield, and if you could guess it, there's yellow laundry on the beach. So Schwera gets called for the face mask, and Belle Vernon going to give another first down to the Ringgold Rams here with 2:15 remaining in quarter number 3. 41 unanswered for Belle Vernon. First and 5 with 2:03 remaining in the third. Amani Ward in the gun. Ward gets the snap, right side. Ward, hesitation, spins forward into the arms of Berkstead as he picks up a trio on first down. Going to be second down and 2 to go. 1:44 rolling clock. Second down and 3 for the Ringgold offense, who has yet to find pay dirt since their opening drive. Minson far side, low near side, double tight end left. Ward, handoff, Stasco up the middle, going to be a first down and more. Already lost one today, this time able to hang on as he's wrestled down in the second level by Caleb Horner, who's had a big night on the defensive side of the ball for Belle Vernon. Wade replaced by Galani. Ward, cut back near side, and Belle Vernon's defense swarms. David Berkstead leads the charge on what very well might be the final play of the third frame. The one that felt like it would never end. 28 on the game clock, 30 on the play clock. Ringgold has an opportunity to snap if they want, which it looks like they may indeed, as they break the huddle with 18. It's been Ward this entire drive. No Hawkins to be found. Amani right up the middle. Guess who again? David Berkstead on the tackle after a 1-yard gain on the final play of the third. Leopards 41 unanswered. Clock running and rolling as Belle Vernon has dominated since the second series of the game. 41-6 here on MVI Live.
Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle. Louis O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse.
3 chapters written, 1 left to be told, but the outcome, well, it's well known. 3rd and 6. Ward, the right side on the first play of the 4th. Going to be tracked down in the backfield, as getting in the backfield is going to be DeCenzo for a loss on 3rd down, as time will continue to trickle down. And it's 4th down for Ringgold. Offense going to stay put from their own 49. Ward in the gun, twin receiver set on 4th down and 8. Monty looks to throw. Monty going up top, and that one overthrown, and it's going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted by Luca Galani. It was looking for the likes of Dimitri Lowe. 41-6, the green and gold take back over. So Belle Vernon from the Ringgold 49. So Ringgold calls a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 3rd quarter came to a close. The Rams find themselves down by 35 right here on MVI Live.
Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Belle Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
After the timeout, going to be 1st down and 10 from the 49. (41-6), Leopards lead. 10:27 on the clock. Wade swings it out, high throw, hauled in DeCenzo, bounces outside. DeCenzo 1st down and more, give him 11. First pass of the game for second half for Curdy Wade. Picks up 11 and a Leopard 1st down. First 2 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Tater wide receiver right in the backfield. Petrosky H-back split. Petrosky right up the gut, all sorts of room, and Chase Petrosky inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give Chase 9. Second down and 1 for Petrosky. .70 rushing yards this half for Petrosky. .154 in the game for Chase. Askowski the back this time. Wade, miscommunication, so Curdy calls his own number, and it works to perfection as Curdy inside the 10, down and out there after a gain of 19 for Wade. 102 rushing yards for Wade. 2 rushing touchdowns as well. 1 through the air for Curdy. Wade gives it Razkowski. Jumps back right side, and he's going to be stopped down at the 4-yard line. Vander Razkowski. No touchdowns on the season for the sophomore, looking for his first. He stays in at tailback, left side of Wade. Razkowski once more, and Razkowski breaks through for his first. And Belle Vernon stays perfect on offense. So Belle Vernon makes it 47-6. Domination by the green and gold after trailing by 6. Rathway adds 1 more. 48 unanswered for Belle Vernon. Leps lead by 42 as domination in their 9th straight win against the Rams has come true here tonight for Belle Vernon on MVI Live.
Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique.
48 unanswered, halfway home here in the 4th quarter. Belle Vernon, we win number 3 overall, win number 2 inside the conference. Ringgold will fall below 500 to 4-5, 1-3 in conference play, going to a matchup with Char Valley last week. And again, Belle Vernon 5 points away from what would have been a perfect start to conference play, as into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Ringgold takes over with 7 minutes and rolling here in the 4th quarter. Rams struck on their first drive, and that was it. Got the onside kick, got the recovery, got the touchdown by Dimitri Lowe. Things were good, but Berkstead blocked the field or PAT, and it's been all Belle Vernon since. Interception by Wade. 3 fumbles. 1 recovered by Berkstead, 1 recovered by Horner, and 1 recovered by DeCenzo. And the Leopards have scored on every offensive possession tonight. Hawkins back in at quarterback. Didn't see Dennis at all on the last drive. Handoff, Ward spins away from 1, and it's going to be tripped up in the 2nd level by Belle Vernon, as coming up to make the stop is Jason Petruski. Second down and 2 to go. 6:08 remaining here in this one. Belle Vernon will have to hope for the best, and they'll have to beat Trinity next week to give themselves any sort of fighting chance. As Hawkins pitch out, there's Ward. Ward left side, and Ward going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. But that would also mean Belle Vernon and Char Valley would both have to be chosen as wild card teams, which is very, very unlikely. There'll be 2 at-large bids for those final 2 playoff spots inside the 4A bracket. You know, probably the number 1 seed going to go either to McKeesport or Aliquippa. The other one gets the 2 and break it down from there. Hawkins, quarterback keeper all the way, as Hawkins falls forward down to the 31-yard line. And on 3rd down and 2, Dennis Hawkins III will pick up 3 and pick up the Rams' first down. Clock ticks down to the 5-minute mark with 48-6 advantage for Belle Vernon. 42-point lead, 48 unanswered Again, Belle Vernon was doing this without their star-studded defensive end, Cameron Janko, here tonight. Hawkins looks to throw. Quick comeback curl to Minson. Minson going to be tripped up almost. Keeps his legs churning and eventually knocked down in the second level. Hunter McKenzie on the stop as Ashton Minson picks up the line to gain. First down and 10. 4:20 rolling clock, fourth quarter. 48-6 Belle Vernon. After the opening drive, flex their dominance against Ringgold. As pressure shown, Amani Ward, patient spin move in the middle, and Amani Ward picks up 10 on first down, and another first down. No, give him 9, and it's going to be second down and short. As Ringgold trying to bookend this game with touchdowns won't make them feel good, but that's what they're trying to do as Connick brings the play in from the sideline. Three receiver set, Hawkins in the pistol. Ward again, left side, tries to cut it back. And Amani Ward going to lose half a yard as Ward knocked down in the backfield by DeCenzo once more. 3:17, time continues to dwindle down and dwindle away as the Rams playoffs hopes leave with this loss. TJ did their part, Ringgold did their part for the first drive. Onside kick, recovering a 6-0 lead. With a block PAT, sent all things good for the Leopards as Stasko met at the point of attack. And in the backfield, Belle Vernon, another TFL. DeCenzo, once again. Fourth down, 5 to go, 2.5 on the clock, Belle Vernon. They've scored on every offensive drive tonight. Probably won't score on their last unless Ringgold converts here. Hawkins in the gun, looks to throw. Quick hitter Lowe. Lowe's going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds as he's shaken out of bounds by Jackson Shawley, the freshman. So first and 10 with under 2 to play. And what that first down does, might give Belle Vernon a perfect offensive night when it comes to scoring drives. Stasko, pitch out left side, room to work, cuts it back up the middle into the heart of the Leopard defense as Stasko driven down by Petruski with a minute and a half remaining here in the fourth frame. 48 unanswered for Belle Vernon. Stay tuned, Weiser Painting Company, player of the game for this one at the conclusion of this broadcast. Second and 6, 1:12 remaining. Green and gold dominance by Belle Vernon. Hawkins, handoff, Stasko right side, breaks a tackle, cuts upfield, Stasko going to be knocked down in the second level at the 16-yard line and lost the football in the process, but was down first. Belle Vernon was trying to say, hey, we have it. It won't matter, though. Time for just a few more plays at most. Ball lies on the 17 of the Leopards. .28 seconds remaining. Handoff, right side. Stasko finds a hole, gets to the 11 as he's swallowed up at the ankles by Belle Vernon's defense once again. Taking care of business on the outside. It's Anthony DeCenzo on what was most likely the final play of the game, maybe one last. Ringgold has 2 seconds. They will get the snap away. Stasko Pitch out, Stasko cuts upfield, won't get to the end zone, and the Leopards trailed 6-0 after 3.5 minutes, but 48 unanswered for the Belle Vernon Leopards. They take it by a final score, 48-6, right here on MVI Live. We'll come back with your Weiser Painting Company player of the game right here on MVI Live.
Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
48 unanswered and 154 and 3 scores on the ground for your Weiser Painting Company player of the game here tonight. Chase Petrosky is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game for Belle Vernon, as Chase Petrosky 3 times into the end zone for Belle Vernon. As Petrosky scored from 21 yards out, Chase Petrosky, an 8-yard touchdown run and a 21-yard touchdown run. Just 2 touchdowns, for Chase Petrosky tonight for Belle Vernon. Still 154 on the ground and big-time runs all around. Chase Petrosky is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game with 154 rushing yards in a 48-6 Belle Vernon victory as the Leps score 48 unanswered. It all started with an onside kick recovered by Lorenzo Morton. A 4th and 1 conversion by Amani Ward, then a 17-yard Hawkins to low pitch and catch, 42 yards, 335, blocked PAT by Berkstead, made it 6-0 Ringgold. But the Leps would get on the board. They would go 48 yards in 4.5 minutes. It was a 34-yard field goal by Preston Rathway. Ensuing drive, Wade the interception. 33-yard run by Petrosky, broke 2 tackles, setting up the 10-yard Wade touchdown. And Belle Vernon would take a 10-6 lead after a 3-and-out. Wade would go for 38, and then Petrosky from 8 yards out, as Petrosky would strike for his first touchdown of the night, making it 16-6 after a bad snap. No PAT would come. 3-and-out for Rams. Wade would pick up a first down on 4th and 1 on the ensuing drive. Then a 22-yard Wade to Luca Galani touchdown, making it 23-6 at the half. As to start the half, Hawkins would cough it up. Berkstead would recover. Leopards would go 3-and-out, and a 46-yard kick by Rathway would sail true. The Rams would drive on their ensuing possession, a couple of dead ball personal fouls, but Amani Ward would cough it up, and Caleb Horner would recover for Belle Vernon, and the Leps would add on with one more. Petrosky, 43-yard run, and Curdy Wade, a 15-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion, making it 34-6. Ringgold would be stopped short. Stasko would fumble. Horner would force it. Senzo would recover. And Petrosky, a 21-yard touchdown run, making it 41-6. Rams would get 2 more possessions. Nothing to show. A 3-yard touchdown run by Raskowski would end the game as Petrosky goes for 154, a couple of scores. He was your Weiser Painting Company player of the game here tonight, as Belle Vernon was perfect on the offensive side of things. They will take on the Trinity Hillers here at home next week. And for the Rams, they will take on Chartiers Valley. Curdy Wade, 100 on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. Also picked up a passing touchdown, just under 100 passing yards, and an interception. Big game as well for Curdy Wade, helping direct the Belle Vernon offense as the Leopards roll 48-6. Right here on MVI Live, we'll be back in action tomorrow, as it will be TJ Shaler on MVI Live's coverage of the WPIO postseason on the NFHS network. But until next time, on behalf of everyone here at MVI Live and Lions Heart Media, I'm Alex Lyons saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time right here on MVI Live.
This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.